As we know, big data is need of the hour for any business or enterprise to store and process large volume of data that is being generated every hour or every second for that matter. If you are already familiar with big data, you might have heard about three important V's of big data, that is volume, variety and velocity. We will definitely discuss these three V's of big data. Along with that, we also have additional three V's which are usually not well discussed or rather known. If you are in a learning path about data, please do like, share, and subscribe for this channel. And we assure you that you get really good content about the data and its related technologies. Let us see one by one what are the six V's of big data. Starting with volume. Volume is nothing but we are getting a huge amount of data. So when we talk about huge amount of data, it might be a like a GB of data or petabytes of data that is coming into our system, and that has to be ingested to the system, and the system should be able to capable of to handle it in terms of storage and also the computation power. So the next one is a variety. So definitely we are getting a lot of variety of data that is maybe for example which is coming from a social media, which might be in terms of a video, audio, images, or any kind of textual data. And also we have the data which is coming from IoT devices, and there might be a machine data or server logs or application logs, which is kind of a structured, unstructured, semi-structured is a all the combination of variety of a data that is coming in. So that we call it as a variety here. So the next one is a velocity, and we can define it as the rate at which the data is getting generated from the sources. So the data which is coming in like per hour 1 GB, so it can increase 10 GB per hour. So the velocity of the data what we are talking, so that rate can be spiking up at any time. And if you're considering about a real time scenario where the data is continuously flowing, so that's all, that is what we are talking about the velocity here. So next go for the next one, which is nothing but a value. So value is nothing but how much value or how much business or how much profit that the decisions which are given taken using the data which is stored in this big data system, and how much through the data whatever is stored in the big data system, it can provide lot of business insights in terms of like lot of dashboards or lot of reports, so that using this, so the business can take a competitive and strategic decision, so that they will increase their profit and they can increase their growth of the market. So that we call it as a value here. So next we talk about veracity. Veracity is nothing but so since we are talking about big data and the volume is very huge, there might be possibility of data getting corrupted, and we are getting the wrong data which is not in a proper format or a proper schema which is defined. So to handle all these scenarios, so the system should be built in a robust way, so that all these possible scenarios can be handled. So that we are talking about here as a veracity. Coming next to the variability. So variability is nothing but we call it as a dynamics of data behavior. That means the model or design that is built can completely change its perspective based on the variables. So there might be different variables, business KPIs defined. So if something is changing, the data, if some data coming in is changing its volume or changing its behavior, so then entire calculation or the design can have a different perspective. So we will see all these six V's in a detailed manner in the next coming slides. So we start with volume. So volume is nothing but as we were discussing, it can be of huge data. When we say huge data, it might be in GBs, it might be in terabytes, it may be in petabytes. So it might be coming in terms of millions of records if you consider it as a any RDBMS system, or it might be if it is any file system, so it may be coming in thousands of files per day or thousands of files per hour. So the volume which is coming in this quantity, so that has to be ingested to the system, and after ingestion, it should be having a capacity to store this huge volume of data and also perform the computation on this huge data. So basically the systems need to have both computation power and also the storage power. So nowadays we are seeing systems like Hadoop, which is having a file system in itself, that is called Hadoop file system. And also we have a data lake, and we also have a data warehouse which is hosted in cloud. And so all these recent technologies, it provides a system where the huge volume of data can be ingested, stored, and then processed. And coming to the example, so let's take an example of finance, enterprise finance data. And when we talk about finance data, there might be hundreds of thousands of ERPs, and there might be different databases and different CRM systems. So our intention is to bring data from all these systems. So when we are connecting all these systems and bringing the data from different regions or different countries, so definitely the volume will be really huge. So this is one of the example of the volume, and the other obvious example, if you talk about any social media, maybe Facebook or Twitter, and we can imagine how much data it is generating on a daily basis. If you consider Facebook, it is approximately generating around 4 petabytes of data per day. So let's move on to the next one. So we talk about a variety. So variety is nothing but the data which is coming might be in a different file formats, or it might be in a different database. It might be coming from a different database structure or schema. So it might be, we can categorize it as a structured data, semi-structured data, or kind of unstructured data. So if you're talking about a files, the files may be of a XML format, a JSON format. And if you're talking unstructured data, it might be a video, audio, images. And these all, since it is a variety of data, so all this variety of data has to be stored in a different format, and also has to be have a different logic of processing all this different variety of data. So we cannot have a single logic or single transformation that is defined for processing all kind of variety of data, right? So there will be different systems, there will be different storage systems, there will be different transformation logics that has to be applied for all different variety of data. So that is a challenge in terms of whenever we talk about big data. And how are we achieving is, so since here we, since we have a good matured systems, and also we have a systems with a huge compute power, and since there is an evolution of like NLP, AI, machine learning, so it is very easy to store this data in a optimized way, and perform analytics on top of this data that we are getting. And coming with the example, so as you know, again taking the social media as an example, so where the people will comment and post their videos, images, and upload different kinds of files. So we see a lot of variety of the data. So let us go for the next one, which is velocity. Velocity, as we can define it as like rate of data generation or modification at the source. So from source, whenever we are ingesting the data, so the rate of data which is coming in, like say if it is coming in like 1 GB per hour, it can increase to 10 GB per hour in the next upcoming hour. So the velocity might vary, keep on varying, and our system should be capable of handling this varying capacity or varying velocity that is coming in. And also our system should be scalable enough to handle this change in velocity as well. And how are we achieving this is, so as we are getting a good ingestion connectors, and we are having a real-time processing systems designed, and the technology advancement in technology giving us all these capabilities. That's the reason we are able to achieve, or and we also have a scalable systems, since we are using clouds, since we are hosting our solutions in cloud, we have good scalable solutions in terms of both storage and computation. So the good example would be any e-commerce site, where there might the load of the e-commerce site might peak up during any festival season, and so the data which is coming into the system or going out of the system can multiply by 10 times or 100 times. So this volume change or the data which is coming in terms of a huge velocity has to be consumed, and there should be a scalable system to maintain this. So value is nothing but how much value that the data which is stored and processed and the analytics and analysis is performed, so it is giving to a business so the business can take its strategic decisions and the competitive decisions, so that it can take a competitive edge towards its client, and it can pitch into a market, and it can have its growth strategies implemented based on the analysis that is given on top of the big data. So how it is done is, so there can be a lot of business intelligence dashboards created based on the KPIs, that is key performance indicators, which are specific to their business. And based on these KPIs, so business will come to know what are the different kind of parameters. So they have to look in, and so what are the business strategies based on these parameters they can consider, and they can remodel their business based on these KPIs. So say for example, business takes a decision to cut down the price of the products during weekends. So this is a decision that a business is making. So why this is being made is, so the business might have observed, so during the weekends if the prices are less and their sales is going up, business takes a decision to cut down the price of its products during weekends. So this is a decision that business is making based on a different reports or KPIs that is being given to them in terms of maybe reports and dashboards. So based on those analysis, the business will come to know that if you are providing this offer during weekends, the sales will increase, and that will indeed benefit for the organization. Now let's look into what is veracity. So veracity is nothing but the data which is coming in. So that might be a inconsistent data. That means the data might have been corrupted, or the data which we are getting is not in a proper format, or the data is polluted. So basically the quality of data might get compromised anytime during the ingestion of the data. So because we are having a lot of volume of data, so this is expected to happen, and our system should be capable enough to handle such situations. And understanding how it is done, so this is done using by performing a data enrichment. We have like machine learning AI kind of libraries which can maintain the data quality. So that will be helpful in maintaining or in handling the veracity of data which is coming in. Basically, we can filter the data, or we can enrich the data, or we can do a kind of a pre-processing of the data before actually applying any machine learning or AI algorithms, or before doing any analytics. So for example, if you consider any machine or a server logs, so that might get sometime corrupted because of the machine issue or a server issue or some infrastructure issue which is happening inside that machine. So it can generate a invalid or a corrupted data. So which our system, which is a big data system, should be able to handle and ready to process that kind of data. So next, let's see the last one, which is a variability. So variability is nothing but so it can change dynamically. So when we say changing dynamically, meaning that it can change the meaning of the data itself, or it can change the shape of the data, that is a scheme of the data. So with that, it will completely change the perception of the data. So there can be any variable. So we can consider any KPI which is a variable. So once this variable changes or the data changes, the behavior of the data changes, the entire perspective of seeing the data will change. So what would be the solution for handling this is, we need to design a system which can normalize the impact of the changing variability. So for example, if a e-commerce site launches an offer saying its first 100 lucky customers will win a rewards on purchasing any product. So what happens is, like, when the offer is announced, the customer will start using this offer, and immediately after maybe like 6 hours or 10 hours, the sales which went up before might come down, because the customers will know that they are not in the first 100 lucky customers because of the time gap. As you can see, the variable here is a time. So because that time changed, so the entire perspective of the model that is being built is changed, and the sales completely drop down by time. So this is what we are talking about, a variability. So this completes understanding of all 6 V's of big data. Thanks for watching.